to the second season of the SOME HBCU Alumni Series. I have a guest with me. We went to the school called Norfolk State University, which is located in the Hampton Roads area, Norfolk to be specific. Would you like to introduce yourself, lady?
Hi, I am signed MX.
Damn.
And I went to Norfolk State University. Norfolk State was like the best years of my life.
Okay, we're gonna get there. So we established that you went to Norfolk State, right? So what made you go to Norfolk State?
So I went to a predominantly white high school. So I really wanted like the black college experience because I wanted to dig deeper into the culture and learn more about the culture. So that's what drew me to go to HBCU.
Interesting. You knew a lot about the culture when I met you. So what was that like being in a predominantly white?
So originally I was born in Brooklyn, and then my family moved to the suburbs in Virginia. So it was a culture shock for me. It was a very, I learned what being a minority in America is like. Sometimes I was the only black girl in the classroom. Our prom, we didn't have any like hip hop or R&B. So when I went to Norfolk State, one of the first things that I remembered was just being like welcomed with Beyonce, and like I even took like an African American music class, and I learned about like the legends of black music, and it just made me so prideful and happy to be a black girl.
Shout out to being a black girl. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta ask this, because you're a good interview. You already answered what I was, but anyway, what's your most favorite dorm? Just
it would have to be the towers, of course.
Got it. So, segue. What's the fondest memory of the towers?
Oh my goodness.
Fondest
so
memory.
we were known as a ninth floor.
Okay.
We would throw up nines in the parties, or wherever we would go, we would throw up a 9 if you lived on a ninth floor.
Nah.
One of my favorite memories was we knew the 10th and 11th floor to be haunted. I don't know if it was the truth, but it was a story. We felt like it was spooked or haunted. So we tried to choose a friend that was kind of gullible. And we told her to meet us on the 10th floor. But we hid on the 10th floor with the attempt to scare her. She didn't know we were scared. So when we heard her, she was like, "Guys, where are you?" And we're like all like hiding behind things. And all of a sudden we like jumped out and scared her. But once we scared her, a noise, bam, like was in the background, which I feel like was a ghost or something.
Oh, wow.
And we all took off running. It was so funny. We were all laughing. We all took off running. My friend fell and actually hurt her leg on the stairs. But I'll always remember that as like just a funny. We were like pranksters.
Nice.
In college.
My fondest memory of the towers was flying roaches.
Oh my gosh.
You never saw one of those?
Flying roaches there.
Are you serious? We had flying roaches. Dudes would scream like they would.
Was that only on
15-year-old, probably. It was in the cab too. Like, okay, so during this interview, there is somebody who slapped his girlfriend's rear. Jesus. Anyway, so we're back. This young lady was in the same major as me. That was fine art / graphic design. I don't know which one is which. The degree said fine art / graphic design, so I don't know which one is which. So tell me about your first day or your experience with the first day or your first year.
So what's funny is the first day of art class, we were in Mr. O's class.
Ocala. Shout out to Ocala.
And everyone, you know, we're straight out of high school, so everyone bought their sketch pads. And it was like something, I guess it's like something that kids do, like you bring your sketch pad to show your skills. And you're like showing off like your drawings or whatever. And I just remember walking around, and I remember one boy, his name, man, I forgot his name, but he drew a bunch of Bob Marley pictures. And then I remember my friend Brian Winslow, call him homie.
Oh, the big guy.
Yeah. He drew Biggie.
He looked like
and
Biggie.
I had Biggie because I'm a Biggie fan in my sketch pad, and I remember walking up to him like, "What do you know about Biggie?" You know, and that's how we became friends.
So okay, all right. So that's a segue. So I remember y'all two were tight. I'm sure you guys are still tight.
Yeah, he's like one of my best friends.
So that's how you all met, was through Biggie.
Through a Biggie drawing. So, yeah. So we were like.
Salute to the. Wait, no. Salute. Okay. All right. There we go. So that's how you met.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, you know, I was like talking mess, like my Biggie looks better than your Biggie. And he was like, get out of here. And that's how we just been, we've been tight ever since.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, so that's cool. So all right, so then let me interject. So when I was there, it was this faction. It was a group. It was like your own little like secret society in the art building. It was called the Lab, and it consists of a lot of folks. But the Lab basically was like a bunch of creatives get together. We sit in the computer lab and we just vibe the heck out. Music playing, you doing your own thing. It could be fashion design, it could be drawing.
We would order pizza. We would be playing Family Guy in the background.
Family Guy and laughing.
Music.
Family Guy and laughing. There's something about Family Guy. I remember you and this dude named Alan Gregory. You used to laugh at it. His laugh was worse than mine.
And Corey.
Shout out to Corey.
Love.
DJ 32. I just had a conversation with
Corey.
the homeboy. Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Al and all the other folk. Dang it.
And I was such a geek that I was really cool with the professors. And they would be like, hey, what time are you leaving? And I'm like, I don't know. They're like, well, you'll be the last one to lock up. That was only during the week.
Hey, you know what?
So I was like the first to lock up.
So look, I remember what the Family Guy episode was, but I can't say what it was.
Oh, I think
Cut. You do art.
Yes. So
wait, before you get into that, what after Norfolk State, what are you doing now? Like, what are you?
So with my art degree, I pursued a career in teaching. So now I'm
She's a good teacher too, and I'll dive into that. Art teacher, yeah, but go ahead.
Yep, I'm an art teacher. First, I was teaching at an all-Asian school, which gave me a lot of knowledge and culture, like some diversity. I learned more about the Chinese culture.
Nice.
So, and it actually kind of built on my skills as a teacher, as an art teacher. And now I work in the inner city, trying to give back to my black and brown
Beautiful.
kids.
Beautiful. So let me tell you guys something. So this young lady right here, fantastic art teacher, she did help me out. Was it a gallery? This was last May or last June. And they did this thing where it was like she gave the kids their own art show, but the topic was like how to make pizza. And when I tell you that, I was gonna say another word. That work was phenomenal. Like it was literally different stages of pizza. You know what I'm saying? Different forms of pizza. There was even like a little, like a 3D. Am I saying it right? It was like full of foil.
Yeah.
But it was like you go inside,
Yeah.
and it was. You want to explain
So
it? I might butcher.
We did an art relief. You're speaking of the art relief, so they took pieces of cardboard and they actually made a sculptural piece with foil and ink, and we illuminated it with a black light.
Nice.
And that was part of the art exhibit. So the art exhibit was based on like a pizza study. So we looked at pizza. I tried to pick a topic that was interesting to the kids because we would have to keep creating it over and over and over again. We did clay pieces. We did recyclable pieces. The media kind of changed. They did paintings, oil pastels. And then I invited the community out we had an opening, and as refreshments we ate pizza. So the kids they really love that. This year we're doing a candy study. So
nice.
And it's called the Panther Sweet Shop. And so it's a candy study. So we've just been like making candy, using different forms of art media.
So this is what we're gonna do. When you do that, I'm gonna bring some video.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna, it's like kind of like a follow-up. And I want to show the people, I wish I could have done this last year, but I didn't show them the pizza exhibit, but I want to see the candy one, because I think that's gonna be phenomenal. She's very humble. What she did, I couldn't do that. And I work with kids. What she did was phenomenal, so I might add in an applause kind of thing in this whole whatever. But kudos.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's your proudest moment in Norfolk State? I think I know, but just say it.
My proudest moment. I don't think you know. You think you know? Okay, so
okay, I was wrong.
Okay, it's two times.
Okay.
Learning that I was on the dean's list. So making straight
Cut.
A's.
Hey, I just learned this girl is on the dean's list. Okay, explain, please. Doc.
I was on the dean's list, and in the art department they had like little like lists of all the kids that were on the dean's list, and I was so proud to see my name. I was happy to receive all A's. It's just, and I was on the dean's list for my last 2 years.
Last 2 years.
And so that was a prerequisite to me walking across the stage with honors. So that was another proud moment, just making my parents proud. But being in art school didn't feel like school at all. It was just doing something I really loved and learning about it.
Okay. So, all right, so say it was like, you know, you out somewhere and I'm putting you on the spot. It's not a bad spot. Say you out somewhere and you see like you wearing your Norfolk State gear or whatever, and like this 18-year-old is like, you went to Norfolk State, I applied there. I applied to 3 schools, and Norfolk State is at the top of my list. What would you say? And I want to be an art student. What would you say?
I feel like the art department is very warm. We're like a family. Everyone looks out for each other. We're still a family now. I really love the professors there. They were kind of like my dads away from home. They were very nurturing and very loving. They let me stay. Like I remember taking ceramics, and I would stay in that studio after hours just working. So that's kind of like what your experience in Norfolk State will be. Like you'll get a lot of content as far as like art content to build you as an artist, but most importantly you'll get a family that will last forever.
Wow. That was, I couldn't have said any better myself. Wow, she's absolutely right. Still to this day, if I link up with anybody that I met, it's like it never left off. Like it's just like you pick up where you left off. So, yeah. Well, all right. Well, it's not over yet. There's one more thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I want to end this off with a funny riddle. Joke, riddle, whatever.
Thinking cap is on.
What building has the most stories?
A library.
Get the. All right, cut. All right, I'm done. This is some HBCU alumni series. She works in education. She got it. She got it. This is some HBCU alumni series 2 or season 2. This is sign X. Get your hand out of my pocket kind of X. No, it's not that.
Image X.
Image
Sign
X. Damn. Have you heard of the HBCU comic, Some State University? You haven't? Let me introduce you to it. It's HBCU like captured the comic before. Now, if you're a fan of the Boondocks, Simpsons, South Park, all of that, that's all that in combined. This is one big roller coaster of comedy. Shout out to my alma mater, Norfolk State University, the inspiration behind the comedy book. You need to hurry up and just get it. I got 4 volumes out. They're hilarious. Like, stop faking. You know what I'm saying? It's lit. It's tight. It's like that, all the things. Like, it's fire, everything. It'll knock your socks off. It'll knock your wig off. It'll make you, I don't know, but it's that funny. Go get it. Just get it. Get it.